Hi there, my name is Madison Hartman, and for my project I chose to look at the University of Montana and its efforts towards sustainability. Let's get cracking! Alright, so in this presentation I'll be covering four things. I'll give you a brief background on UM, I'll look at some current initiatives that UM is already implementing towards sustainability, I'll propose a few possibilities they might look towards, and I'll also choose what I believe will be the best option out of the three suggestions. The University of Montana was established in 1893 and is one of the two flagship universities for the state. It is located in Missoula, Montana, and serves over 10,000 students, faculty, and staff, not to mention the residents of Missoula who also come and utilize the campus. Due to having this many consistent users, it also has heavy energy use and greenhouse gas emissions. UM has also been working on sustainability and currently possesses a silver rating in the STARS program. STARS stands for Sustainability Tracking Assessment and Rating System, and is one of the more well-known environmental rating systems. The system holds 5 different tiers, and UM is currently right in the middle. This shows that they have made many strides towards sustainability, but they have a lot of ways that they can still improve. Alright, so for the current initiatives, ones I'm going to talk about are UM's combined heat and power system, how they've been constructing LEED certified buildings, and its sustainability fee and carbon neutral commuter programs. Alright, so first off, the combined heat and power plant provides the heating and some of the electricity for the University of Montana through the use of natural gas. The rest of its energy needs are supplied by Northwest Energy. To make the plant more efficient, UM started a project to add 2 new turbines to the plant. According to Eva Rock, the Director of Sustainability here at UM, these turbines will allow UM to provide around 7% of its energy needs in-house. This will create big savings for UM both financially and environmentally. As the information from this report shows, the changes to the plant will create a 30% reduction in emissions for UM. This will help severely lower their Scope 1 emissions and will have great benefits going into the future. Furthermore, since they can provide more of their own power, this means they'll be buying less coal-burning energy from Northwest. Coal has a lot higher of an environmental impact than natural gas does, so being able to use more natural gas than coal will also help lower UM's total emissions. From the financial side, the graph above shows that UM spends most of its energy costs on buying energy from Northwest, even though a lot of UM's energy is created in-house. By increasing the capacity of the combined heat and power plant, this will allow UM to make more of their energy in-house, allowing them to buy less and less from Northwest. This will save them a lot of money annually, which, according to Eva Rock, when I spoke with her, could be projected to be about $1 million a year. Another big sustainable thing that UM is doing is building LEED certified buildings. LEED is the most widely used green building rating system, and it is required by the state of Montana to make all building projects of 10 million or more LEED certified silver. UM is in the process of modernizing a lot of their campus, so they're making a lot of new buildings here that all have to be at least silver certified. These will help provide efficient, environmentally friendly buildings into our future. UM has also even shown a willingness to go beyond the silver rating, which can be seen in the new dining hall that they're creating, which will be a LEED certified gold building. UM also has a sustainability fee that all students are required to pay each semester. This fee used to be $6 a semester, but has now been increased to $9 a semester starting in fall 2024. This fee helps pay for maintaining and creating more efficient buildings and implementing small energy saving measures like additional bike racks and filler stations. New to fall 2024 as well will be a carbon neutral commuter program. The goal of this program is to have environmentally conscious commuters find a way to offset the carbon created in their travel by putting money towards carbon lowering initiatives. While UM currently has a lot in the works to help lower its emissions and increase its sustainability, there are still a lot of ways that it can do to better improve. In this next section, I will look at well capping, air travel, and a work model shift as actions UM could take to increase its sustainability into the future. Well capping is what it sounds like and involves capping orphaned oil wells throughout the United States. When oil and gas companies create drilling operations, they tend not to finish the task. Once a well is tapped out, the companies abandon the well uncapped and leaking methane. According to reports from the Orphaned Wells Program, there are projected to be over 300,000 wells that are uncapped in the United States. When I spoke with Eva Rock, she mentioned that one of the sustainable initiatives she was looking into was partnering with nonprofits that are capping wells in central Montana. According to the Orphaned Wells Program 2023 annual report, looking at 500 wells in California, Colorado, Louisiana, and New Mexico will save the equivalent emissions as 25,000 cars over a 10-year window. That's just looking at 500 wells, so it shows you what the benefit of 300,000 can do for the environment. By partnering with these programs, UM would show a commitment to sustainability for the future for all their students, but also a commitment to sustainability for the state of Montana as well. The next thing that we'll be looking at is potentially creating air travel restrictions for UM. According to a report done by the company Renewably on UM's greenhouse gas emissions from 21 to 23, Air travel is one of the biggest creators of their Scope 3 emissions. By altering travel habits and expectations, UM could effectively lower their Scope 3 emissions and also lower their spending due to the high cost of airfare. The drawbacks for this would be the energy and effort involved in making these changes. This would require an institutional change on work travel, conference, and research, and a lot of ingrained habits and expectations but to be altered in order for this to happen at a level that caused great benefit. The feasibility of this happening might be a big deterrent towards this suggestion. The third suggestion I have for UM would be looking at changing their work model during slow and down times. One of the biggest contributors to UM's emissions is the energy required to power and heat all the infrastructure on campus. Currently, UM is fully open year-round, meaning that buildings are providing minimal value to end users are still being operated and requiring energy. If you are able to switch their operational model when school is not in session and allow more remote and hybrid work for staff and faculty, they could save their energy costs and emissions by not requiring as many buildings on campus to operate at max efficiency. This would also require a foundational shift and realignment and would cost a lot in regards to time and energy, which again could make it a little bit of a deterrent as a proposal. After looking at the three options above, I believe that well capping is what makes the most sense for UM to pursue right now. I believe this to be so for a couple of reasons. The first reason I would look at would be cost. I believe out of the three options listed, this would be the lowest cost required to get started. There would be cost financially in creating initiatives that would help fund the cap closing, as well as reallocating funds to effectively support these initiatives, but the time, resource, and change costs would be a lot smaller than in the other potential solutions. Also, if we look into the future with programs such as the Neutral Commuter Program and the savings we will make from upgrading our combined heat and power plant, the financial cost might not be too high in the long run. For both air travel changes and work model changes, the cost of time, resources, and energy will be very immense. UM has a very decentralized hierarchy structure with different departments and colleges having effective say on how they want to operate. Getting all of these separate structures to align on the same goals and processes could take an incredibly long time or potentially never happen. From the impact side, as was discussed in a previous slide, while capping can have a great impact on the environment and something that UM can start working towards right now. While I believe that air travel changes could have a bigger impact over time, I do believe it would take UM a lot longer to effectively get those changes in place, removing some of the potential benefit due to the heavy time investment it would take. And then the last reason why I believe the well capping is the best choice is because it displays that UM helps Montana. Capping wells in central Montana signifies to current and future UM students that not only does UM find the environment important, but it also finds preserving Montana important. This could create better image and opinion boosts, helping UM with both retention and enrollment moving forward.